Hello students, I welcoming to all today's session. In today's class, we are going to revise terminal examination portion, second lesson, volume 1, quantum mechanical model of atoms, some important question and answer. First question, Bohr atom model. So Bohr atom model, the model is based on the following assumption. The first one is the energy of electron is an atoms are quantized. Then the second point is the electron is revolving around the nucleus in certain circular path. The fixed energy are called stationary orbits. Then third point, the electrons can revolve only in those orbits in which angular momentum, that is MVR, of the electron must be equal to the integral multiple of h by 2 pi. So that is MVR equal to NH by 2 pi. So here where n equal to 1, 2, 3 etc. Then fourth point, when as an electron long as revolve in the fixed stationary orbit, it does not lose its energy. So when electron jumps from higher energy state to lower energy state, so higher energy state is called as a E2, the lower energy state is called as a E1. The excess energy is emitted as a radiation. The frequency of the emitted radiation is given by E2 minus E1 equal to h nu, and V nu equal to E2 minus E1 by h. So conversely, when suitable energy is supplied to an electron, it will jump from lower energy orbit to higher orbit. Applying Bohr postulates to be hydrogen. Like an atom, it has only one electron species, such as hydrogen, helium plus and lithium 2 plus, because the lithium atomic number is 3. So lithium 2 plus means it has only one electrons. Then helium, the atomic number 4, so it is a He plus, it also one electron species. The radius of the nth orbit and the energy of the electron revolving the nth orbit were derived. The result, or that is R is a 0.529 n square divided by Z Armstrong, whereas the energy is En equal to minus 13.6 Z square by n square EV, that is electron volt atom inverse. So or En equal to minus 1312.8 divided by n square Z square kilojoules moles inverse. So the detailed deviation of R and En, that is the radius and the energy, it will be discussed in 12th standard atomic physics unit. This is a Bohr atom model. Then second question is, it may be asked in derived de Broglie equations or wave particle dual nature of matter. Okay, so whatever. First, the derive the equation of the wavelength of matter wave. Okay, combine the following two equation of energy, which one is represent wave character, that is h nu, then another one is represent particle nature, that is mc square. So wave it can be combined, wave character and particle nature, it is called as a de Broglie equation. The first one, Planck quantized hypothesis, the E equal to h nu. Then Einstein mass energy relationship, the equation equal to E equal to mc square. Now comparing the equation from 2.6 to 2.61, 2.6 and 2.7, we get an answer h nu equal to mc square. So h nu equal to mc square. So nu, the new value is equal to c by lambda. So we can substitute the new value for here. So h c by lambda equal to mc square. Okay, h c by lambda equal to mc square. So we can rearrange the lambda equal to h by mc. So the equation 2.8, this is the equation 2.8, represent the wavelength of photon whose momentum is given by mc. The photons have zero rest mass. So particle of matter with the mass is m and we are moving with the velocity v. The equation 2.8 we can written as lambda equal to h by mv. This is a de Broglie equation. This is valid only when the particle travels at speed much less than the speed of light. So this is a de Broglie equation. The next question is Davison-Germer experiment. In this experiment, the wave nature of electron was experimentally confirmed by Davison and Germer in 1927. He allowed the accelerated beam of electron to fall on a nickel crystal and recorded the diffraction pattern. So the result of the diffraction pattern is similar to the X-ray diffraction pattern. The finding of wave nature of electron leads to development of various experimental techniques such as electron microscope, low energy diffraction, etc. So this is a Davison-Germer experiment. The next question is the important 3 marks Einstein uncertainty principle. So what is mean by Einstein uncertainty principle means he said that it is impossible to accurately determine or measure both position and momentum of microscopic particles simultaneously. It is called as a de Broglie, that is a Einstein uncertainty principle. So it is impossible to accurately determine both the position and momentum of microscopic particles simultaneously. It is called as a Einstein uncertainty principle. So the formula is del x into del p greater than less than h by 4 pi. This is the equation of Einstein uncertainty principle. So where del x and del p are uncertainty determining the position and momentum respectively. Okay, this is a Einstein uncertainty principle. The next question, Röndinger equation. So it may be asked frequently. Röndinger equation, independent Röndinger equation. So Erwin Röndinger expressed the wave nature of electrons in terms of differential equation. So these equation determine the change of wave function in space depending the field of force which is electron move. So it is the time independent Röndinger equation can be expressed h psi equal to E psi. So this is a very important question. It may be asked frequently in public exam. So h psi equal to E psi, where h psi is, that is h is called as a Hamiltonian operator when psi is a wave function and a function of position coordinate of the particle, and denoted by the psi is a x and y is E is the energy of the system. So h equal to, we already discussed the formula, minus h square by 8 pi square m. So del dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square, then dou square by dou z square plus v. So 2.21, that is a 2.12, the equation h psi equal to E psi. Then 2.2212 is can be written as minus h square by 8 pi square m dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi plus by dou y square. This is a equation 2.1, we can written as in this form. Then dou square psi by dou z square plus v psi equal to E psi. Multiplying by 8 pi square m by h square and rearranging, we get an answer psi square dou square psi by dou x square, dou square psi by dou y square, then dou square psi by z square plus, we get the minus, it comes from this side, so rearranging in form 8 pi square h by m, 8 pi square m by h square. Okay, then E minus v psi equal to 0. We get a 2.3 equation. So the above the Schrödinger wave equation does not contain time as a variable and is a reference to time independent. What is this? Time independent Schrödinger wave equation. So these equations can be solved only for the certain values of A, that is a total energy. The energy of the system is quantized. The permitted total energy values are called as a eigen values, and corresponding the wave function represent the atomic orbits. Then very important topic, then very important content in this chapter is a quantum number. Okay, so the main features of the quantum mechanical model, it can be asked in the 5 marks question. The first point is the energy of electron is atom is a quantized, that is the certain value depends on only the presence. Okay, the next one, the extension of the quantized electronic energy level as a direct result of wave-like properties of electron, that is the solution of the Röndinger wave equation gives the allowed energy level, that is orbits. Then third one, according to the Einstein uncertainty principle, just now we discussed, the position and momentum of electron cannot be determined by with absolute accuracy. As its consequence, a quantum mechanics introduced the concept of orbital. So what is orbital? Orbital is a three-dimensional space which the probability of finding the electron is given energy is a maximum. It is called as a orbital. Okay, then fourth one, the Röndinger wave equation for the allowed energy of atom gives the wave function psi. It represents the atomic orbital. The wave functions of electron present in orbit can be well defined. Wave function psi. Then wave function psi, it has no physical meaning. The probability of finding electron is a small volume. The dx dy dz around a point is called x, y, z is proportional to the psi. Psi x y z square is known as a probability density and always positive. The next very important topic, quantum numbers. So quantum numbers. What is quantum number? First we know the what is quantum number. So quantum number means it represents the shapes and orientation and spin of electrons. Electron is an atom can be characterized by 4 quantum number. So what is quantum number? It may be asked in quantum number. What is quantum number in 2 marks or 3 marks? You can write this answer only. The shape, it determines the shape, orientation. We know the shape means a shape, orientation means it resolve, it can be rotated. Okay, the orientation and the spin, the orientation and the spin of electron. The electron is an atom can be characterized by 4 quantum numbers. It is called as a quantum number. They are the 4 quantum number. They are principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number. So this also asked in 2 marks question, what are quantum numbers? What are the quantum numbers? So you can write in these 4 quantum numbers only. It may be 2 marks or 3 marks. What are they? First one is principal quantum number. This represents the n, the small letter n, not for capital letter n. Principal quantum number, small letter n. Then azimuthal quantum number, the small letter l. Magnetic quantum numbers represent small letter m. Then spin quantum numbers represent small s. Okay. So what are they? 4 quantum numbers: principal, azimuthal, magnetic and spin quantum number. Now we discuss one by one in detailed manner. So first we discuss principal quantum number. It can be represent n. The next question is shapes of orbital. The first for p orbital, then n equal to 1 and the corresponding the m values are l equal to 1 means that it starts with the -1 to 0. Okay, that is the m value, -1, 0 and +1. The angular distribution function are quite complex or not discussed here. The shapes of p orbital, the 3 different m values indicate there are 3 different orientations. So the m values are 3. So here the 3 different orientations are possible for a p orbital. These orbital are designated px, pye, pz orbital. Angular distribution of this orbital, lobes are along the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. The 2 p orbitals have a one nodal plane. The shape of the orbital is a dumbbell shape. Then next d orbital. Then d orbital means d orbital equal to l equal to 2. So l equal to 2 means the corresponding m value, it starts with -2, -1, 0, +2 and +1. Okay, so the shape of the d orbital look like a clover leaf shape. The 5 m values give rise to 5 d orbital, namely dxy, dyz. Then next dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. The 3d orbital contain 2 nodal planes shown in the diagram. Okay, this is a nodal plane. The next f orbital. F orbital l equal to 3 value. So 3 means -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2 and +3. So -3 to +3. So corresponding the 7 f orbital. F is at f is x square, then y z square, x y z, z square, then fx, fy. Which are shown in the figure, the 3 nodal planes in a f orbitals. Okay. So the next topic is energy of orbital. So it may be asked in a 2 marks, energy of orbital. In hydrogen atom means it's only one electron is present. For such one electron system, the energy of orbital nth orbit is given by the expression En equal to -1312.8 z square n square kj moles. From this equation we know the energy depends on the value of the principal quantum number. The n value increase, the energy of the orbital also increases. So the energy of the various orbitals, the following order can be filled. So the 1s to 7s, 1s 2s equal to 2p, 3s equal to 3p, 3d, then 4s equal to 4p, 4d and 4f, 5s equal to 5p, 5d, 5f, 6x means 6p, 6d, 6f and 7x. So the energy in the hydrogen atom occupies 1s orbital, lowest energy. This is called as a ground state. When the electron gains some energy, the moves from the higher energy orbitals than 2s, 2p, etc. This called as a excited state. Okay. The next important 3 marks, what is degenerate orbital. So what is degenerate orbital? The 3 different orientation space that are possible from p orbital. All the 3 p orbital, namely px, py, pz have same energy, are called degenerate orbitals. It is a degenerate orbital. Then next, energy of filling of orbitals. The filling of orbitals, the next question. In atoms are electrons filled in various orbital according to Aufbau principle, Pauli exclusion principle, and Hans rules. Their rules are described below. First one is a Aufbau principle. So what is Aufbau principle? The word Aufbau means, it's a German, means it's a building up. That is, the ground state of the atoms orbital are filled in the increasing order. Okay, so order of the increasing energy. So that is, the electron first occupy the lowest energy. We can start with the 1 to 100, isn't it? So we can start with the lowest energy to highest energy. Once the lower energy orbitals are completely filled, the electrons enter into the higher energy orbital. So the electrons filled from the lower energy to higher energy orbital. So the various orbitals, the formula of the Aufbau principle equal to n plus 1 rule. So this is the Aufbau principle. It may be asked in the 3 marks questions. You can write only the statement. It can be asked in 5 marks question. Draw the diagram. This is the Aufbau principle. We can start with the 1s least energy to higher energy. That is a 7s, then 7p. The last one is a 7p. Okay, so this is the Aufbau principle. The next one, Pauli exclusion principle. It may be asked in 2 marks question. Write the statement of Pauli exclusion. What is meant by Pauli? Is number of electrons in atom can have the same set of values, all 4 quantum number. It means the each electron must have unique value of the 4 quantum numbers, n, l, m and s. Okay, so the n equal to 1, l equal to 0, m equal to 0, the s equal to plus of. For example, 2 electron present in helium, 1 electron is a quantum number same. Then as a hydrogen atom, n equal to 1, l equal to 0, m equal to 0, s equal to plus of. Other electron, the fourth quantum number is different, l equal to 1, l equal to 0, m equal to 0, but s equal to minus of. Okay, so the next one, Hans rule. So the Hans rule is, it said the electron pairing the degenerate orbital does not take place the available orbitals contain 1 electron each. This is a Hans rule. Okay, so it can be represent Hans rule. So for example, the electronic configurations of the carbon, the electronic configuration of carbon, the carbon atomic number 6, you can write 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Okay, it can be represented in answer. The 1s accommodate 2 electron, 2s accommodate 2 electron, then 2px accommodate 1 electron, then 2py accommodate 1 electron. In case, order to minimize the electron repulsion, the 6th electron enter the unoccupied of the 2py orbital. As per the Hans rule, it does not get paired with the 5th electron already present in the 2px orbital. So in this case, in order to minimize the electron repulsions. Okay, this is a Hans rule. The next important questions, the symmetrically distribution of electrons. Okay, the symmetrically distribution of electrons the leads to stability. Symmetry represents to stability. The half filled and full filled configuration or symmetrically distribution of electron, that's more stable than unsymmetrically configuration. So P3, it occupy the this is a P3, this is a P6, then D5, then D10. So it can be symmetrically orientations. Then F7 and F off filled. This is a P3 is off filled, then P6 is a completely filled, then D5 is off filled, then D10 is a completely filled, then F7 is off filled, then F14 is a completely filled orbital. The degenerate orbitals such as Px, Py, Pz of equal energy, the orientation of space and different show in the figure. Due to the symmetrically distribution, the shielding of one electron, other is relatively small. The electrons are attracted more strongly by the nucleus. They increase the stability. Okay, the next one important topic, exchange energy. If two or more electrons the same spin are present in the degenerate orbital, there is a possible of exchanging the position. Listen carefully. Two or more electrons the same spin are present in the degenerate orbital, there is a possibility for exchanging the position. During the exchange process, the energy will be released. That energy is called as a exchange energy. Okay, அப்ப ரெண்டு மூணு electrons வந்து spin வந்து present degenerate orbital இருக்கும்போது அங்க release of energy is called as a exchange energy. If a more exchange or possible, more exchange energy is released. Exchange நிறைய இருக்கும்போது energy அப்ப release அதிகமாக நடக்கும். More exchange are possible one in case of off filled or full filled configuration. For example, chromium. The electronic configuration of chromium, you know the 3d5 4s1. The 3d orbital is off filled because 3d5, so the d5 means it is off filled, d10 is a completely filled, d5 means off filled. There are the 10 possible exchange as shown in the figure. Other hand, only the 6 exchange are possible for 3d4. 4s2 means அங்கே எத்தனை possible, 3d4 means இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 3d4 1 2 3 4 இது you can be studying in detail in 12th standard. So 3d4 1 2 3 4, okay, then 4s2. So here the exchange of the off filled configurations are more, that increase the stability of the off filled 3d orbitals. Okay, so the exchange energy in the diagram here the 4 exchange by electrons, exchange energy இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்கே அதிக இது நடக்குது. The next 3 exchanges are possible. Here only the 2 exchanges are possible. Here only the 1 exchange. Overall exchange, electron exchange பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 equal to 10. So this is a exchange energy. Exchange in the base of the Hund's rule, which allow the maximum multiplicity. Electron pairings are possible only with all degenerate orbital contain 1 electron each. Okay. Thank you, students.